if you want to be the first astronaut ever in your family, they're telling you, why do you want to go to the moon? They will never get it. If you really want to go to the moon, I'm gonna work towards going to the moon. You'll get there for sure.
Hey y'all, welcome back to At the Table podcast, a virtual table where we discuss all things young adulting. My name is Fikayo, and thank you so much for having me back in your ears. Today at the table, we are met with a special guest, Adurah, who is an artist, and today he shares his journey, inspirations, and the vision behind his music. So tune in as we talked to Adurah today. Honestly, this podcast was a lot of fun to make, and Adurah is so insightful, so smart, and it was really great to be able to see the behind the scenes of the music industry here. So, are you ready? This podcast truly is one that you don't want to miss. Welcome to At the Table podcast. Hi, Adurah. Welcome to At the Table podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. This is really exciting, and I think it's going to be a really great interview. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to start off with an icebreaker. I'm just going to ask you questions, and you just tell me like which one you prefer. Okay?
Good.
All right. So, the first one is studio sessions or live performances?
Ah, studio sessions.
Mm.
Because I haven't performed enough to really say live performances. Well, I'm in the studio all the time, so studio sessions.
Okay. Do you prefer writing your lyrics or putting together your beats?
Doing what?
Writing your lyrics or putting together your beats?
I don't write lyrics unless I'm working with a producer, and then I don't want to, take up too much time. I just want to write down what I'm hearing already. But I guess I'll say putting together the beat because I don't like writing. I like punching in instead.
You like punching in instead?
That's like whatever comes to my head, I just say it on the
Ah.
mic at the same time. Yeah, it's more natural like that. Better feeling.
Huh. Okay. Afro beats or hip hop?
Afrobeats.
Yeah. Bruno Boy or Young Thug?
This is impossible. Damn, no, yo.
You have to pick.
I'm trying to put a reason.
You do have one skip though.
Skip.
Okay. Morning studio sessions or late night creativity?
Night.
Okay. And then the last one, listening to new music or classical hits?
Like, what do you mean, like classical hits? Because classical is like a genre.
No, not like the classical, the genre, but like hits,
Or lately, I've been listening to an African Giant album, so I'll say classical hits.
Yeah, same here. I also prefer the classical hits. I will always go back to 2016, 2010 for music. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's comfort music for me. Yeah.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, well, we're done with our icebreaker. That was fun.
And
huh?
Trying to get me with Burna Boy and Young Thug. Crazy.
I know. I was wondering. I was wondering which one you would pick. Okay. All right. So, are you ready for your interview, Adurah? Okay, so this podcast, I am really just trying to give everyone a behind the scenes look on who you are as an artist and get to know you more than just an artist. Okay, so that's what these questions are tailored to.
Okay.
All right, so Adurah, can you share the moment you knew music was your calling?
It was a very weird moment.
Yeah.
It was very weird and it wasn't embarrassing, but I was only embarrassed because my guy came in. So basically, I was watching Rolling Loud, like on my phone, and it was like Trippie Redd was performing Dark Knight Demo. And then in that moment, that reaction, like the crowd was giving, just the whole energy, I felt like I was there. And like in that moment, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. It was embarrassing because like I was putting my I was like putting my hand in the air and like really banging my head. And my roommate came in like, "What the fuck are you?" I can't curse, I'm sorry. He came in like came in like my roommate came in like, "What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was really into the moment, but right then and there, I knew it that this is what I wanted to do.
And like, what about the Trippie Redd? What about it that like really just had you?
It was just the energy.
Yeah.
Just the energy he was giving on the stage, the energy he was getting back. Like everyone was in sync.
Yeah.
Like I had chills. So yeah, man. Big ups Trippie Redd. He was really young too, you know, he's my age.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this person that's my age is doing this. I could probably do this. Not like I know I have to work towards it, but I just felt like that's what I wanted to do.
Wow. Okay. That is amazing. Huh. And it's so interesting how like just one person and them just doing whatever they're doing can inspire so much more.
Yep. That's my goal now also, to inspire leaders of this generation and the next.
Amazing. It's mine as well. And we will. Okay, my next question is, how have artists like Burna Boy and Young Thug influenced your music?
When I first started, I used to be like, what am I about to... First, when I thought I wanted to be a rapper, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then got to a point, started dragging the words, started singing like just by myself. And I'm like, okay, I'm better off more melodic. Because it felt way more natural to me. It was easier. I mean, I was rapping, it was good, but not as good as me, like adding melodies and stuff. And you know, also music has just become more melodic throughout the times, even in hip hop. But like I used to always be like, am I gonna talk about? Like I didn't understand at that point. Everyone kind of goes through the same things. So if you just share your own experiences, that's why I wanted to put like the consciousness of Burna Boy into my music. Like I want people to grasp something. I want people to feel something from my music. I don't want to just make music about nonsense. There's no purpose in that, you know?
Yeah.
Then Young Thug, he's just free with everything, super creative. So is Burna Boy, but like Young Thug, like the way he records, it's just freedom. It's just expressing yourself in any way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love Thug so much. Because he just makes it look so easy and sound so easy. Like he does anything with his voice. Even if people think it sounds crazy, me, I like it. A lot of people like it.
And so how does that reflect in your music?
So because of that, I don't write. I prefer not to write music, and I'm actually good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over again, I've gotten the hang of that. So, and I also make those crazy sounds. Like I use my voice as an instrument. Like when people hear my songs, if you hear it going deep, if you hear it going high, it's not effect. It's not tweaked. That's actually me making all those different like sounds, all the crazy sounds. If you think it's crazy, because I know what I want. I know, and now I know I can do it. So that's really it.
Yeah. So I'm even confused, right? Because you keep saying like you don't write you don't write music. What does that mean? Like
that means I hear a beat, and if I like it, instantly my instincts are like really sharp now, or they've been sharp since, because it's really however I'm feeling in the moment, and however the beat is making me feel. So instantly, I'm just gonna start going on it, and it's like, okay, I don't have time to write this down. Let me just say I feel right now, or if I can't get the words, I'll do the melodies and then go back over it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically I just keep going until the song is done.
That is such an interesting approach to make music. I never thought, like, I couldn't even begin to think that's how some people make music.
That's how Burna Boy does it. That's how Young Thug does it.
Oh, wow. You really just let the beat carry you.
But it's spiritual.
Wow.
And then when it's done, it's like, yo, I don't even know. Because I get so into it, it's like, yeah, man, I'm in the zone right now.
Why is it spiritual?
It's spiritual because I really thought I can remember stuff I've never remembered in so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel a way when I'm making the stuff. So it's like it translates, it always translates. When the the best the most common thing people say about me is yo, and when they hear my song is yo, I can feel your passion, I can feel your energy, I can feel your pain. Like that's what people like about me so far from my voice. It's not just like, oh, my voice is good. They actually feel what I'm saying. Because I want people to get lost in that. I feel like music is a great tool to just distract you from your worries, anything negative or wrong. Because that's what I get lost in the music. So that's really my goal, man. And I can never just make a song about nonsense. I don't know how to do that. It has to relate to me. It has to be, and it's not always good because sometimes I make a song. I'm like, yeah, this is too personal. I'm not gonna drop this.
Right.
But sometimes it comes back around. It's like, okay, I'll let it go.
Your first single, Mango, marked the beginning of your professional journey. I was curious, what is the story behind this song, and how did it shape the rest of your career?
Mango is about, it was like a love song. Like, felt like the first girl I ever felt in love with kind of tried to play with me. Not kind of play with me, she did. So when I made that song, it was really about her. And it was like, it was so easy for me to do. I almost did even though I had it before I went to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the first song I made in the studio. And it was like, I did like a one take when I laid the vocals. I did a one take up to, it was like a third of the song left that's when I also started punching in. And I punched in the rest because it was too raw. It was too real. But basically I was telling the girl like, yo, just respect me next time.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. But yeah, it's just a love song, you know. Everybody makes love songs. But it solidified everything for me though.
Yeah.
It made me like know like, okay, I'm meant for this. Because even though I already knew this is what I wanted to do, the reaction I got from it, people couldn't even believe it was me. Everyone was like, yo, this is dope, this is dope. The engineer that I was working with in the studio is an American guy. He doesn't even know half of what I'm saying on Mango. Told me like, if anybody tells you this is not a hit,
Mm-hmm.
they're just hating. You should not listen to them.
Yeah.
And he was so excited to make that song. Like, you don't even know what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, okay, I definitely have something. This was in 2018 we made that song. And I released it in January 2019. But yeah, I always wondered like, what if I didn't get a first good reception on my first song? I wonder how it would be. Even though that put more pressure to always come with good songs, but that just naturally happened for me. Like, but it's extremely important for me to incorporate my heritage because I feel like that's what makes me different. I feel like the perfect person to bridge the gap because I spent just enough time in Nigeria to really understand how Nigeria is. And I spent a lot of time in America. So it's like, that's what makes me different. Like, when Americans even hear me, they feel it because, you know, I don't care how people take it. I've kind of also been Americanized. And well, you know, if you stay here, I've stayed here for so long, I've definitely been Americanized.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't take anything away from me. It just adds to my versatility. Like, I can make rock music and it sounds great. I can make pop music and it sounds great, you know? If I didn't come to America, I wouldn't have that ability because I don't think I'd have been exposed to that enough. But even when I make the rock and pop music, like I make it like Afro, like sometimes you know that, yeah, this is an African man doing this. Sometimes you may not know that this is an African man doing this. But it always connects for me. Like everyone that's heard it, they're even trying to say, oh, I've made a Afro rock genre, but it's real. It's not like no, it's not play stuff, man. And I cannot wait for the world to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
I really have, after the Afro beats, I really have some heavy, heavy songs, like in different genres. So, and that's what I feel like is gonna work. My my method is to give people what they're familiar with.
Yeah.
but also what is like foreign to them.
I'm wondering, like, what has like being an artist taught you as well?
Being an artist taught me so much confidence, like you have to believe in yourself before anybody. You have to understand that, yeah, you're not crazy, even though the path you're taking, no one is really going to understand. Because, everyone just thinks which is very real. It's just the 1% that's really going to make it, the music industry.
Yeah, who's to say that you're not the 1%?
Yeah, especially when like I feel this in my soul, like
Right.
especially this is all I think about. Being an artist has taught me to really believe in myself. Like being an artist has connected me more with my spirituality. It's just because music is like therapy for me. So that's why I feel like it's going to be, when people hear my stuff, it can also be like therapy for them too, because that's where it's stemming from me. I don't care about being famous, even though that's when you really know you've made it in my industry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the type of guy to be searching for fame, all that being cool stuff. I don't even like too much attention at first. I used to be so shy. People used to just be calling me the Mr. Mango. I hated it because it's like you're trying to just put me on one thing. I used to hate being called Mr. Mango. Yeah. But I guess the positive from that is, okay, yeah, I had a song. They liked it. That's all they knew. They don't know that I'm still working on all these other songs. But now people know now. Now every time people see me, they associate me with the music. So it's like slowly all my prayers, my dream has been coming true, like slowly.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, now it's to the point people see me, they only think about music, even if it's really deep. They don't think about nothing else. Just ask me, how's the music going? When are you releasing a new song? Why are you not releasing a new song? It's like I haven't even gotten anywhere yet. So it's like, and even all my guys, they know that this is gonna happen. And I've met some really solid people now, like my brother Wicked. Like I met him in the music as a producer, but me and him have just grown so much to the point that yeah, we're really brothers now. Like we can talk about real life, we share real life experiences. There was a point in time I was over his house every day for a month, just creating, creating, creating. So it's like, yeah, man, this is my key of communication. And then my path, I've been meeting other people that are so ahead of me, and they're letting me know, yeah, bro, this is meant for you. Even the people that have not met me, that my guys would play my music for, they're like, who's this guy? I want to meet him. So it's just little things just let me know that I'm on the right path, and I'm not the type to, just skipping over the signs. Like no matter what anyone says, know that I'm gonna do this and it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not me being delusional, being very realistic. I'm not one of those delusions. I don't believe in, yeah, you have to be maybe delusional to a point, but if you're not putting the work in, what are you really doing?
Right.
And it's like I've put so much work in, people have told me from my first song, from that first Mango song, people that I don't know, that's another thing that drives me, is people that I don't know that support me way more, that they're like, yo, you're already better. And not like I'm not in competition with anyone, but they're telling me like, yo, my music is better than a lot of stuff that's already out there. Like, why am I not up yet? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, I know everything is timing.
Yeah.
I know when the time comes, it's going to shake the world. It's going to leave an impact.
One thing that I wanted to touch on is your name. I really, really like your name. For the people that are non-Yoruba, can you explain your name and what it means? And I also wonder if your name has any personal, like, does it resonate with you in any special way?
Yeah, so my real first name is Aduragbemi, and that means answered prayer. That's what my mom told me. That's her definition for it. Because people can say prayer lift me up or
Yeah.
that. I used to say that, but my mom told me no, it means answered prayer. So even when I was picking like my stage name, my mom told me I should just leave it as Adurah and put an H. So that's how that came about.
Mm-hmm.
And it really resonates because if you hear my songs, I say Oluwa a lot. That means God. Like, and I'm not doing it on purpose. That's just how I am. So it's like, yeah, this is just who I am. And it's like, it's crazy. It's just everything is just forming itself. I'm not gonna, everything is just forming itself about my brand, about just being spiritual. I'm not trying to, I'm not a gimmick. This is who I really am. It's my real name. But yeah, I'm just a really extremely passionate individual. I don't like to talk to a lot of people because I'm too passionate sometimes. It's like I believe in what I believe in. It's very hard for people to change that for me.
But I think that's how it's supposed to be, especially when it's something that you're supposed to be doing. Like, I be telling people all the time, like, I take this stuff very, very seriously. And it's because, like, it's mine. Like, God gave it to me. There was a time I remember I was getting like, I was hearing some stuff in the streets or whatever. And I was starting to question everything. And I was like, God, they don't get it. They don't get it. And he was like, I didn't give it to them. I gave it to you. Because if I gave it to them, they wouldn't have chased it as hard as you are. They wouldn't have taken it as seriously.
Yeah, and it's to the point that people that, like, imagine I've not even blown up, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people have told me that, yo, you inspire me.
Yeah.
Yo, I started doing music because of you. You make it look too easy. And it's like, there's no way. And these are some people that don't even know me. I got in DMs like, yo, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, yeah, man, I don't care what anyone else is going to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is in my heart, and it's in my heart for a reason, you know?
Yeah. What do you want your listeners to take out of your music?
I want it to be like just a source to escape or to, yeah, if you're not like, I'm only making music to, what's the word? I'm not only making like sad music, you know?
Yeah.
But I do believe like the power of music is to promote good feelings, like us escape into your own world, get through whatever you need to get through, distract you from whatever is really going on, but at the same time motivate you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to, I always also speak for like to motivate other musicians, but that's not it. I want to motivate anyone that has a fire in their heart to pursue that and make it burn even as bright as you can. You know, don't let anyone tell you you can't do something when you know this is really for you. When you feel like, yo, I have this, but as crazy as it might be, if you want to be the first astronaut ever in your family, they're telling you why do you want to go to the moon. They will never get it. If you really want to go to the moon, I'm gonna work towards going to the moon and you'll get there for sure. That's what I want to do. Just want to really, I want people to be inspired. I want people to be set free. I'm still trying to be set free, you know. Music is my freedom. You know, if the next, I just said Trippie Redd did that for me.
Yeah.
Shit.
You want to do it for somebody else.
Yeah, the next person, it will mean so much to me.
Yeah.
If another person that really has that fire in their heart is like, yo, yeah, man. Because it's only going to get better and better and better. Like, that's how the world only gets better and better. So the music industry should only go forward and forward.
Yes. And isn't that what it's about, though? Like, isn't that what it's about? Doing so that I can encourage somebody else, so I can lift somebody else up.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
That's the only right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also do for yourself and your family, but after that, I feel like you can only really grow when you're aligned with a purpose. When you feel like you're here for a reason. That's how I've grown all these years, and no one still knows me. Where everyone, all my guys, just tell me, "Yo, you keep on getting better and better and better," and they're not saying it because they're my guys, you know. I even get it from the outside. People say, "Yo, I've never missed." Some people would tell you that straight up, like, "Yo, Adurah's never missed." So it's like, I just know.
Yeah. I'm curious, on your artist journey, how important is friends and family?
Not everyone is gonna get it.
Yeah.
But people that do get it are like my family. Friends that do get it, they are like my family. Even though, and then some people in my family don't get it, but I don't care. As the people that got it, that mean the most to me, my family, and really encourage me, it's my late dad and my mom. That's all I needed. I don't give a fuck if anybody else is gonna get it.
How did they
So
encourage you?
my mom encourages me. She literally tells me like, "Yo, keep going on the journey. So many people have, you don't know how long it took so and so to get there. I know you're gonna make it. Mm-hmm. And then they also really enjoy the music I make. Like my dad, my stepdad was white, and my music is connecting with him. He was already telling me to even take up an instrument in high school, but because of reasons I don't want to talk about right now, I was always, by the way, yeah, I was never gonna do this. I resented being an artist. I resented pursuing music. I resented being a musician. It was a really personal thing for me. But my mom always told me, like, since I was young, she would wish I would do something in entertainment. But I was like, hell no, I'm going to play ball. But God was like, nah, you're going to be a musician. I listened to God. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because, well, yeah, those are my two biggest support. And then just the other people I've met on this journey, I feel like if our paths align, then, we're here for a reason, or I met you for a reason. So I really hold people close. Yeah. So that's how I am.
I'm still even lost in the fact that like your parents were still so supportive. And I don't know if
Mom, I had to tell my mom tone it down in my comments. Like, because you know how every she's so proud. She's like,
yeah.
Like, mommy, please tone it down, please.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some African parents who just don't get it, but there are some who, oh my goodness, like they will support you to the end of the moon. I am fortunate enough to also have parents who like they encourage me genuinely. And honestly, it's the biggest blessing ever. It is the biggest blessing ever. Even my mom was telling me this afternoon to download TikTok for her so she could be seeing my podcast content that I be posting on TikTok. And I'm like, Mom, it doesn't really work like that. But I just think that's so beautiful. And I know we talked about your family a little bit off the podcast or off this episode, but I definitely wanted to be able to bring it back around to just show that like family is important. Family is definitely important.
Mm-hmm. Extremely. Like my dad used to disturb me when he was alive. Like, you were listening to a song. Where are you listening to a song? Why are you not listening to a song?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, to the point that it was start getting annoyed a little bit because it's like, damn. Well, he always wanted to hear, like, he would tell me, send me the new music, send me the new music. And, you don't know these things until it's like too late.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I appreciate him. I definitely appreciated it when he was alive, but I definitely appreciate it way more now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, that's the kind of father I want to be.
I'm also curious. Have you had to, how am I going to word this? Have you had to overcome any obstacles, and did it teach you anything?
So, like I said before, I'm very like reserved. Mm-hmm. It was like after people heard Mango, the closest people, I sent to everyone around me first. Mm-hmm. Everybody started treating me different, and it was weird.
Wait, but is it different?
So
like
I had to tell them like different, like, oh, you're the guy. I don't like this.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. I had to tell one of my guys, like, yo, I beg, I don't like this kind of things that people are like trying to treat me differently. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of getting used to it now. Like, when I go out, there's more attention on me. I don't like attention, but there's no way I'm going to be a musician and be a good musician and not get that attention, whether I like it or not.
Right.
I had to get used to being in front of the camera, and now I enjoy being in front of the camera,
Yeah.
But obstacles, like, just putting myself out there, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm more used to that now. Like I said, the thing with it taught me confidence. So it's like, and then also, like, when you hear people telling you can't do something, or people are talking behind your back, it's going to put a fire in you. Like,
mm-hmm. Yes.
Talk so much, but there's no way you're talking more than I'm working.
Right.
There's no way anybody that doesn't know me is talking enough. It's talking 0.00001% of the amount of work I'm putting in. Like,
yes.
No way.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, I don't care what. I literally do not care. I've already had a big time manager of humongous artists tell me that when I'm on my first song, though. Imagine everyone in America is telling me this is great, right? Mm-hmm. And then someone back home is telling me, yeah, I need to go study more. It's never going to work. And yeah, it got to me in that moment. Like,
Yeah.
I lashed out, but it's like, come on. I thought the point was the point is to be global, man. The point is to bridge the gap. So if everyone in America is telling me this is great, 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 even the white people, damn, I don't like saying stuff like that. But yeah, even the white people are telling me like, yo, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. They're feeling it. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
You don't understand what I'm doing. I'm trying to push the stuff forward. And yeah, he's an old man. He's not going to get it. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
I needed that moment, because
Yeah.
nobody can really tell me anything for real, for real. I believe I'm so right. I can go into the room with any artist in the world and they're going to appreciate what I have to offer unless they're just hating, because that's been the reality for me. Like,
Yeah.
everyone has told me I'm good. Everyone has told me I'm great. So it's like, and I still know that, okay, yeah, not everyone is going to feel your music, but it really feels for me like, yo, everyone is going to feel it, because even when I had a job at Lens Stoller as like a valet. So sometimes I'll shuttle people homes
Mm-hmm.
and I'll play my music for them the whole time. They wouldn't know. They'll just be enjoying it. Sometimes they'll ask who is this, and I'll tell them it's me. They'll be like, "Whoa, what?" Sometimes they wouldn't say anything, but when I drop them off, they'll be like, "Great music."
Mm.
Sometimes I will mix my music in with Wizkid, Burna Boy,
And
and
it
they'll be like,
flows. Yeah.
yeah, and they'll no complaints, no different, nothing. These are American people that don't know anything, and
Yeah.
sometimes also like we're in Maryland, so there's a lot of Africans here. So the African people too are feeling it. I'm like, yo, yeah, man. I know this is for me. I'm not gonna listen to what one old man is saying. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't even know who I am. It's crazy.
I'm so happy you touched on that. I'm so, so happy you talked about that and with the confidence, because this podcast is for young people who are aspiring for more that looks a little different. And I can only imagine that we do have a young artist, an aspiring artist, literally listening to us right now, and they're going through that, or they're receiving some pushback. And I think it's important for them to hear from an artist that is doing it right now, that first and foremost, you will get that. Not everyone will understand, but as far as you understand and that you like what you're doing and you see a way forward,
Yeah, no, it's not.
continue.
Burna Boy said, when you start, they go yimu,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go start to they love you. That's
Yeah.
facts. Come on, yimu. They should continue to do what they are doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bandwagon is going to. There's a lot of space on my own bandwagon. I bet. Don't feel like just because you told me it's not going to work, don't mean you cannot accept it when it's popping.
Yeah.
But you just be doing it to yourself. I bet. Can't jump on the bandwagon. Everybody. I bet. I mean, I'm not discriminating.
Yeah. I also really liked when you said, like, there's just no way they're working harder than I am.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way. And it's so true. Like, y'all can talk whatever you're talking, but like, it can't even stop me because I'm working faster beyond everything that you're saying about me. And it's true. That is so, like,
Yeah,
that's
man.
amazing. It's really good.
Yeah, the only way they'll be working, and it still won't be hard enough, is if I was the only thing on their mind. Like, the music is the only thing on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
If they were just obsessed with me and me not making it, maybe they'll reach 2%.
Yeah.
Come, my C gets 98% I love you, so it's not gonna work.
Yeah, there's no way. I like how I love like how God does things, because I don't know. It just really hits sometimes when you think about some things. But I think about Davido, I think about Wizkid, I think about all of these big artists, and they were once in someone's womb. They were once toddlers. They were once babies. They were once 23. They were once babies as well. And that also translates to their music careers as well. They were once just 1 year in. They were once just 2 years in. They were once fighting, hustling, trying to make space for themselves. And eventually they were able to. So like, I'm doing what they're doing. So it is possible. I don't know. I just like how we all start off somewhere. We all start off somewhere. It's up to us, and with God supporting, of course, to be able to get to where we're trying to get to. But with God, truly, there's nothing you can't do.
Facts.
Yeah. What would you tell someone who is an inspiring artist that is listening to us right now?
I'll tell them, make sure that, yeah, life happens, but if you really want to do this, you better make sure that you're working no matter what's going on in your life, if you really love this, you'll find a way to be self-sufficient. If you really love this, you find a way to always make time to record. If you really love this, you will stop going out all the time for nonsense. Like, it's when I stopped going out that I really buckled up.
Yeah.
I don't go out for nonsense, man. I'd rather stay home and record, to the point that that's all I do. That's all I know now.
Yeah.
Like, if you really love this, trust me, you will not make any excuses. If you really love this and you put your heart into it, even if you're not good right now, probably get better. Everything gets better the more you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. You know, they say hard work beats talent.
Yeah.
But they also say no one talent is working hard. Like, it's not. Find that if it's in you, you're probably going to be talented, because it's in you and you understand how to just express yourself and put those emotions and just connect with on the mic. The more you do that, like, it's so easy for me to be vulnerable now. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's really, before I couldn't record in front of people, right? Because I was recording by myself. But now, it can be 10 babes I never met in my life in the room. I'm going to say anything I want to say on that mic.
Yeah.
And it's like, not even just babes, it can be anybody. Well, I'm saying babes because, yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, it's whatever right now with me. Like, me and Burna Boy came to the studio right now, and I'm definitely going to be nervous, but I'm going to be way more excited. And it's going to try, let me never talk about that moment. Like, me and Burna Boy into the studio, I'm just going to feed off that energy. I'm not going to think twice about anything. And it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So, like, and then I'm also inspired by, like, how many young African artists are coming, like Rema.
Yeah.
Rema inspires me so much. And he's younger than me, So it's like, come on. This guy's obviously dedicated his whole being to it. You can tell. That's just the key. That's the method.
Yeah.
But then again, like, you have to really make sure what you're pursuing is for you. Yeah, someone else can inspire you, but that does not mean you're supposed to do what they're doing. They're supposed to inspire you to do what you want to do that's really for you. Because I believe there's a lot of fake artists and there's real artists, like, some fake artists might make it, but they'll never do as good as you.
I'm even just thinking about, like, you see artists that come and they have like a really great hit, but then after a few months, you're like, where are they? Maybe they weren't consistent.
Yeah, man. Like, look at Ashake now. Ashake came.
And he stayed consistent.
Everybody was like, who's this guy? What kind of sound is this? And just proved himself like, yo, I did not just start making this music. I've been doing this. Right. Everybody better know that Ashake has been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
There's no way you just blow up like that and you're just that good. You can perform just like that. You can do this. You can do that.
You know who else? Zenoski as well.
Yeah, man.
Now he's been making me. I remember, on the Nigeria whatever's, like, you'll see like those trenches singing whatever videos. That was the first time I saw his video. I was like, whatever, and I swiped up. And now look at him today, crazy.
When they have nothing else, he still poured his all into going outside and singing.
And didn't let the fame stop them. That's another thing that happens. Like, you get that really one big hit, and then you like lose yourself in the fame and that lifestyle.
No, that's someone that's prepared like me. I can blow up tomorrow. I could drop an album in 1 month, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
because I already have all the songs.
That's tough.
Plus, I just feel like, I want to make new songs. I'm too ready for this. I'm way too ready for this.
Okay, we're coming down to our last two questions. Looking forward, you don't have to say too much, but is there anything that you're excited for? Any new upcoming projects, anything?
Yeah, I'm going to drop. I always wanted to drop like around Valentine's, and I've always missed it since 2019.
Yeah.
But finally this year, I'm going to drop around Valentine's. So it's like I have a 4-pack, 4 songs, just
okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Are they love songs?
Yeah, they're all love songs.
Oh, that's
and
tough.
It's Afro. And then again, I wasn't even planning it like this because normally when I release like an EP, I've only released like 3-song EPs, but I don't only do just Afro beats, right? But this time, everything is just Afro beats. And I was like, okay, it's also Black History Month.
Right.
I didn't plan it to be like that, but recently I started thinking like, glad that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Because normally I don't, I like to showcase versatility and stuff. And that's what people also like about me. But this time, I'm really taking, I want to say like, because I have a lot of like, locally, I have like American people that listen to me and stuff. So I'm still curious to see, is it going to connect the same? But 4 songs, even if they don't like all 4, I'm sure they'll like 1 or 2,
Yeah.
I have something there for everyone. So yeah, I'm excited about the EP. It's called Love Me Now. I'm excited about that.
I like that name.
This is also the first time releasing an EP that I sat down with the producer to make all the beats from scratch. So it was my producer Wicked. Made everything from scratch. Yeah, man. So it's like I'm really excited.
I wonder though, this is not me thinking, but I wonder when you're making music, do you ever have this feeling like this is my baby, like this is my child, like I made this? Do you know what I'm talking about? No,
because I'm always looking for the next song. Yeah. Not like looking for the next song. Not like that's not even the right way to put it, but it makes so many songs is like, yeah, I'm definitely love some more than others, But I don't get that this is my baby thing people do. I'm just moving forward. Like I'm on to the next, it's just this year, like this January that I probably recorded the least in 5 years.
Oh wow.
I can't go more than like a week. And if I go a week, I start feeling weird. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But yeah, this is my baby, blah, blah, blah.
No.
I know this feeling like that too. I feel like you're gonna be cherishing one song. I don't even like when people remind me of Mango anymore. It's like to me, it's so old, I've outgrown it, but I have to remember like, okay, that just means it's a timeless song.
Yeah, it is.
I appreciate it.
And that's the song I knew you for.
Yeah.
It was a big deal in the DMV. Well, I remember that. It's like, who's that? Whose song is that? Whose song is that? I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm always trying to make another song.
Interesting.
Like, I don't be having too many babies, man.
Okay.
I feel like my babies would be like, okay, when the world is officially like requesting me to drop an album, then it could be like, okay, yeah, this album is my baby. Maybe, I don't know because I'm definitely going to be on to the next album. Cool. I want this one to do as good as possible, whatever. But I'm not really the type to be living in the past too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always forward moving, man. Okay. Like my baby thing to me is like my art is my baby.
Yeah.
I rap like that. Like, yeah, my art.
So wait, how do you differentiate that though? Like your art and your music? I don't understand. Or a song?
My music is because I really feel like I've not done anything yet. So it's like, what am I cherishing? In my opinion, once the people tell me I'm great and all this, yeah, I know I'm great before anyone is gonna tell me. But like, it hasn't sunk in from like I have to see it when the world feels it. Then I will understand maybe more. Even then, I'll probably be even hungrier to be like, yo, you know how long I've been waiting for this moment? I'm going to flood. I'm going to bombard. So it's like,
oh, that's tough. Oh, so I'm seeing how you see it now, actually.
Yeah.
I see how you see it now. So the music is just the expression of what's within you. And like what's within you is what you care for.
Yeah.
I see.
I want people to know who I am. Not as far they know by me, but like, I want to stand for something. And I already know I stand for something before because you have to know who you are before anyone is going to tell you. But I guess like I just haven't felt that. I just haven't like locally great. I mean, I want it to be globally, at least internationally first before I.
It's like a hunger.
Yeah, and it's not going to get. Yeah. It doesn't get satisfied.
Yeah.
I never felt satisfied. Like, yeah, when I drop these songs and I get the feedback, it's great. It makes me like, okay, yeah, cool. Thank you. I'm very appreciative. But I'm on to the next. So, I don't know what song is going to blow me. And I don't even move like that to drop a song to blow me. Like, I just drop a song to move forward. I drop music just to move forward. That's how I look at it. Because I'm not.
What a different
Because I
approach.
have,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I have too many great songs for me to just sit down on one song for 6 months trying to be that is what. No, I'm on to the next. So much music is coming out every day. And I'm going to let the stuff fly, man. And that's what I haven't done. That's the only thing that I would have liked to do these years that I didn't release as much as I should have been releasing, because I was fine with creating, didn't understand the part of putting it out. I was fine with just working, getting better, but nobody knows. Nobody really ever gets it, unless like only my close people can say, "Oh, they saw me grow," because the world is never going to be able to tell me, "Yeah, we saw you develop, we saw you grow." You know, when they hear it, it's just going to be great. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then it's just going to be like, "Damn, this guy is not playing."
So they're not going to know your story.
No, I'm going to have to tell it, and then that's probably when I'll start telling it in the songs I'm going to be making later. Also, you know,
right?
So, I mean,
wow. And this is why, like, things like this, like you doing a podcast like this, even in this moment, because later on, when you've blown, you're like, this is like a check mark, like it's like a benchmark. It's going to be frozen in time. So, like, look where I was before. Now look where I am now. Wow. That's interesting. That's the thing with, I think artists, that's interesting. With podcasters, you pretty much, you guys can go back and you guys can listen to my years of content. It's all there before this, the current one that they're listening to. But with music, it's different. That's so interesting.
I mean, people can also go back and listen to the songs I've made.
But it's not the same as you telling your story.
Yeah. Because when I tell it, when everybody's listening, Ginger that's going to be in my spirit. Only God knows, man. Going to be very, very ginger. Nobody's going to be able to tell me that. Nobody's going to be able to tell me anything after I've been working towards it. Not like I'm going to have a big head, though, but it's going to be like, I just know it's going to be pouring out of me. I just know. Yeah, man.
Yeah. There's a level that you reach that it's like, people will think that, it was just you were lucky, and it's like, no, I wasn't. I mean, yes, maybe God was with me, I was blessed, God helped me, but like I worked my ass off to get here, and I think that's something that is really important to focus on, like with everything that you do. Some people, you're just like Elon Musk, all these great men or whatever. You're like, wow, they're just big, but it's like they worked their ass off to get there. Davido, Wizkid, Brute, everyone, they all worked their ass off. And that's the reward that you're seeing now. That's why you're looking at them so high.
Yeah, man, I know.
So it's something to know. Hard work.
Yeah, hard work definitely pays off. Hard work feeds confidence. That's why I'm like, I even said in this song, like, I work so hard, it just boosts confidence. I really, and then plus, like, I cannot wait for people that when everything is finally popping off, people want to doubt me and say one hit wonder. I cannot wait because I've already experienced that by the whole Mr. Mango thing. And nobody calls me Mr. Mango anymore. Wow. It's like, some people probably think like, oh, this guy is, who's this guy that's everybody's just going crazy about? I begged you about, blah, blah, blah. I will show you that, no, this guy is here to stay. This guy is going to be part of the music industry. Not only that, this guy is going to help change the sound. Like, that's what I'm on. Like, that's what I'm on. I don't know what anybody else is on. Me, I want to help music move forward. Like, that's the point.
What lasting impact do you want to make?
I just want to spread light. I want to unite people. When I take the stage, I don't want anybody to be thinking about what's going wrong in their life. I want people to be inspired when I take the stage. And I just want to leave endless positivity, endless inspiration. I want people to be super confident. Because, bro, people want you to. I've experienced like people want to, how do I put this? People want to allow you to be confident. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like people want to grant you that, like, no, you're not God. What? You don't, what? Cannot go and give me permission to be confident to zero.
Yeah.
It's not going to slide for me. And I've noticed that I've been toning that. That's why this year, like, I'm not toning it down. I should be. My dream doesn't concern anybody else. Just because I talk and I'm so ambitious and so passionate, should not be afraid that you're not gonna make it. What? You should be like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna make it to blah blah, and I'm gonna be right there telling you, yes, you are. Not the one that I'll be expressing myself and people will be giving me weird energy. Yeah, I'm not for that stuff anymore.
They don't understand.
I'm not turning down my glory for nobody. If I'm expressing myself and I'm in the moment, because bro, I think nobody's gonna tell me, nobody's gonna support me more than me in this phase of my career. You know, this is the phase that people know you're good, but nobody really care until they see that, okay, one big artist is now putting me on. Now they want to be on my dick. Like this. But now they want to be like, oh, it's not, even though y'all knew I was nice. Y'all heard the songs, but y'all didn't. And it's not everybody, but I know there's a few. They're like, Mama, what is going on? They just watch, or they're watching. They know I'm good, but they're just watching. They're just watching. Let Burna Boy post me tomorrow. They'll be the first people to comment. I know that's how it is. But yeah, nobody's gonna, even as much as I love and I look up to these people, I'm not putting myself beneath any of my idols. Like, if everything goes great, I hope when I meet people, they're real. But at the end of the day, man, I have a job to do and I want to learn. I hope people understand that about me. Like, as much as I don't know everything. I know that for sure. I do not know everything. So I even like to have like a mentor, like someone that's done this in the game to even like show me. But like, it's not by force. So if I have to learn this for myself, I will. At the end of the day, I've been doing that. So, I'm not putting myself beneath anybody. But definitely I still respect people. Definitely. Yeah. The way I was raised. I'm respecting people, man. But respect is reciprocal. Nobody say I go to respect you and go to try and get a guy for me. Like, no, man.
Let them know.
Nah, no. But also, like, that's the energy that I'm picking up from these guys too now. So they should understand. They should understand, man. But I doubt it will become so. I'm just saying, like, I'm also to that mindset that I'm not really looking to make friends. As much as I want to be collaborative, I want to join. I even thought like, yo, I would love to make a joint album with Rema. You have to think about these things, man. I would love to make a joint album with Rema whenever that time is. Whenever I've established myself fully, like, because we've never seen two Nigerian artists make a album together or something like that. Like, why not? Why not go on tour together? Why not? And it's like, I'm saying Rema because I feel like he's extremely versatile. Also, it would be easy for us if we really click off. It'd be way too easy. We would destroy the shit. Like, it would be too easy. So yeah, that's like, but at the same time, if somebody's not feeling me, I'm not going to take it too personal. At the end of the day, I'm also here for market share. At the end of the day, man, I got a job. I have to take care of a lot of people. The last hope for my family in terms of generational wealth. I don't see anybody else that's going to die for us.
That is so true. That is so true. I mean, I be thinking like, why do I do all the stuff that I'm doing? And like, it's like, who else is gonna do it? Like, for real, who else is gonna? Nobody else is standing up. Nobody else is doing it. So I have to.
Nobody else is willing to even take that risk. I'm putting my life on the line.
For real.
People are ready to laugh at me if it goes south. People are ready to just be like, ha ha ha. They will never see that day. They will never see that day, man. It will never happen. I'm so sure about this, bro.
Yeah.
I came to this country for a reason. At the time that I came, when I was supposed to come earlier, God was like, no, you need to soak more of your culture out.
Because you're going to need it. Because you're going to need it. Yeah. And you don't even know why you need it now. You don't know why.
No, but like now, look how everything is going now.
No. Then, like God is like you don't even know why you need it now. But I know why. Don't worry. You stay here, soak it up. Know what know this place.
Like that, even just thinking like that or that experience is I'm so sure. Like, yeah, everything is definitely on his timing. Everything is divine timing. So sure about that. Like, I used to wish my first song, obviously everyone would wish their first song would blow up now, and it works for some people, but I am so happy. I'm so thankful. I'm so glad that Mango did not just take off and I have to be catching up. You know, I'd rather Hip Hop take off when I'm prepared. I'm super confident in my artistry. Not that Mango will take off, then I'll be calling me to big studios and I'll be so nervous. Like I'm never able to record type shit. This thing that the guy I used to work with, he just started telling me, oh, he wants hits. He wants hits in the studio. He wants hits. You're not helping me right now. How do you mean one hits? You know, when I made Mango, did I think about making a hit? No, I just thought about expressing myself and letting everything out in that moment I was feeling. And that's the only way that I'm going to do this. That's the way that the best songs come out. That's the only way I want to create whatever I want to create from no superficial standing, man. I beg. That one doesn't make any sense. Especially artists like me, person like me. Everything is too personal for me. If I go into the studio thinking about, oh, I got to make a hit, I can never even operate like that. I don't even think about the song I'm making, or I don't even think about the song. I don't even know what kind of song I want to make. I just know that, okay, this is how the beat is making me feel. Literally making this. I'm just getting out how I feel in the moment. Obviously, yeah, I want to make a good song, and I'm not going to do no smash, man. I'm not going to just sing rubbish nonsense. Like, I'm still going to take my time, but like, I enjoy that. Sometimes I take so long to record because I just keep listening to the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, I'm really enjoying this, yo. So the day that I'm not enjoying it anymore, something is going to be wrong.
I think that's so cool. Like, even how you making the music is an experience for you. And you want like your listeners to go through that experience with you. It's just not something like that you just do, but it's an experience.
Exactly. I really
and it's in
put
you.
my all into it.
Right.
Trust me, I know I say I'm punching, but also I try not to think as much, but I have to think also, you know. I have to be like, okay, this line I don't like, it's not as smooth. How can I make this line smooth into the other line or like something like that, you know? But at this point, is everything is unconscious, you know. That's really the best songs come out when you go unconscious. It's probably the same for the stage because the best performance I had, I didn't even know what was going on. Something just shifted.
It's a spiritual thing.
So
it's a spiritual
can't wait for that stuff to translate on the stage, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, and I think it's cool too, because I think this is the time. Like, this is the time. American music is fusing with African music to where, like, I think Afro-Fusion, Afro hip hop, Afro anything right now is really in. Even Selena Gomez and Rema, like, who would have thought? But people are loving it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's why I also think, like, okay, yeah, people are definitely loving Selena Gomez coming onto the Afro beats, right? If somebody goes to her world, what if somebody goes to her world, like an African artist? Just because I'm an African artist does not mean I'm only going to do Afro beats, man. I beg. If I make a song with Ed Sheeran, it doesn't have to be Afro beats. It can be a pop song.
Right.
Or it can be what Ed Sheeran is doing, and I put my own spin on it. Because if I make a song with Billie Eilish, she doesn't have to do an Afrobeat song.
I like her. I like her music. Yeah.
I'm even saying Billie Eilish because I've gone on those beats and it sounds amazing. Like,
yeah.
I want to go into their world also and bring my world into it.
Oh, wow.
My world is not just going to be Afrobeats all the time. Like, I really want to try. Just because I'm an African artist, I'm from Nigeria, does not mean I only have to make Afrobeats.
You don't want them to put you in a box.
Yeah, there's no box that can't fit me, shot. Like, what? Imagine I make a song with Quavo now. Yeah. And it's not Afrobeats, it's hip hop. And it's going. And the American fans are like, yo, you don't think they'll come and tap in more of what I'm doing? They will.
Of course.
I'm so sure about this. I've thought about this so much. So much. Like, I don't want the American artists to just come in to want to make songs with me because they want an Afrobeat song. It should be like, no, I can go on Quavo's album or I can make a song with Quavo and it can be whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
and it would still sound great. Like that's why I said I'm like the perfect. Earlier I was saying I'm the perfect person to bridge the gap. Like I'm like the hybrid, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already gotten the confirmation from like everyone that's heard it. They're like, yeah, bro, you can really do anything you want.
Yeah.
I can really hop on any beat. And another, I want to say, every upcoming artist, I'm still upcoming, but I'll say every upcoming artist, yo, don't shy away from YouTube beats. Everything is on YouTube, literally, because you may not find a producer that's gonna be sitting down with you all the time. You're gonna be waiting for someone to come produce for you. Like, okay, yeah, you can learn how to produce for yourself too. That would be great. But it's not everybody that can do that too. Like me, if not for YouTube and the producers on YouTube and me just discovering so many different genres, and I'll probably not be this good. Like I've gone on every kind of beat I possibly could on YouTube. And it's just, that's my own training. One of my secrets. If I have a secret, is that I bodied a lot of beats on YouTube. Different genres. Bodied. I didn't care about, it's a YouTube beat. People be thinking, it's a YouTube. And so what are you telling me right now? Mango was a YouTube beat. What are you telling me? Wow. I don't know any producers.
Wow.
No producers. Every song I ever released until last year was from YouTube. I Met My Man Wicked was from YouTube. Until this EP I'm about to drop, every song I ever released, except for Wiz Khalifa, the first song me and Wicked dropped together, was from YouTube. This is the first EP or first project I'm about to release in this February that no beats are from YouTube. Still gonna drop songs from YouTube after this. Because what? I've not met the pop producers yet. I've not met the hip hop producers yet. I've not met the rock producers yet. I'm gonna use resources that are available to me right now, man. Because that's what's really helped me. So I really hate when people say, "Oh, that's a YouTube." What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You know how many Burner Boy type beats? How many? But that's the thing. You cannot go on a Burner Boy type beat try to sound like Burner Boy. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like on these beats, nobody even knows it's a type beat. Nobody knows the whiskey type beat. Nobody knows it's the Rema type beat. Nobody knows anything because I've already made it mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and there's never been a question. All the songs I've dropped, they've never told me. Everyone says, "Oh, this beat is tough. This production is nice." Like the No Resolution song, the first one I dropped this year was Ashake and Afrobeat type beat. Nobody said anything about that. There was no questions. Everybody was like, "Yo, this is great." So we should not be shying away from our resources just because of what they are telling you out there. Because at the end of the day, you have to put that work in more than anybody's going to put the work in. Like, what if I never met Wicked? Am I still going to be saying, "No, man, I'm ready"? I have songs loaded, man, with or without anybody. And I'm so blessed to have met my brother. But if I never met him, I'll still be on this path.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I have met him, I have also taken
Yeah.
I've definitely evolved.
Yeah.
Definitely evolved in a different way too, you know. I get to do my own things, get to really bring my own visions to light, you know.
Yeah.
Different kinds of inspiration.
Yeah.
And if there's some songs we're making, it's like this has never been done before. So I'm definitely super blessed, and he knows this. I cannot say it enough.
No, for sure. But I think what you're like, what I think what's really important to pull out there is people shouldn't make excuses, because too many times, like even with working out, like, oh, like I don't want to work out because, like, you know, people make excuses for themselves, and you're telling them that no, there's no excuse. There's no excuse that you don't have a producer. There's no excuse, nothing. Get it done.
Yep, there's no excuse for nothing. Like I'm even blessed. One of my friends got my equipment for me, but I didn't ask.
Mm-hmm.
They just noticed that what I was doing is great,
Yeah.
and I guess just wanted to contribute in his own way.
Yeah.
But regardless, I was gonna get it. Like, I'm super blessed. Like they got it for me, but like, bro,
Oh, sure, for sure.
it was never going to be. People would be like, "Oh, but the equipment is expensive." Okay, you just don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. You're worried about other things. You better invest in yourself, man.
Right.
Because me, I've invested in myself.
Right.
And nobody knows it yet. But as soon as people know it, I'm gonna be way up.
Yeah.
As soon as people even find out who Adurah is, I'm gonna be over ready. The only things I probably won't be before is like fame and all that stuff and networking and meeting people. Probably have to work on stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of the product that I'm selling,
yeah,
it's already shown.
Yeah.
So.
That was amazing, Adurah. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are at the end of our podcast. That was so good.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Before I let you go, we do something where I let you ask me a question. So do you have a question for me, Adurah?
Okay. I would say what made you start podcasting?
What made me start?
And why do you feel, just to back up, why do you feel it's necessary to, what's the word? It's necessary to promote the young people that, they're still on their way up.
Okay. Which one do I
Share people's story that are still like coming up. Because I know you told me that you're like, you have a story, and I was reluctant at first. I don't know if that's the right word. Is that the right word?
I don't know. It depends on where you're trying to go.
No, I'm saying at first I was like, come on, I don't know if anyone is trying to hear what I have to say, but you were
like nobody else right now is doing it. And young people need to be uplifted. I believe that there is more negative influences in the world than positive ones. And we, as much as possible, need to figure out how to be positive influences. It's the only way. It's the only way. And like we've talked about earlier as well, like people need people. People need people fundamentally. And we should create arms to allow other people to be able to hold on to us. So that is what I'm trying to do with this podcast as well. Help people, encourage them, tell them that what they're doing is good, and push out their message as best as I can so that they don't stop. Anybody can be anything tomorrow. Anybody can be anything tomorrow. You never know. You never know. And I want to like leave this world knowing like I did as much as I humanly could for the people that were around me. It doesn't take me anything to do podcasts like this. It doesn't take me anything to spread this light. If anything, it's feeding me because I get to meet people like you. And you guys are motivating me. You guys are pushing me. Like, it's amazing. And it's a privilege, quite frankly. So, I
beg, we don't say any privilege, I beg.
Anyway, Sha.
Is it privilege for you to give me your platform, because I feel like nobody really cares about the artist before it blows up.
Yeah,
the privilege is mine. You not be telling me that.
You guys, when I approached Adurah, like, can we do a podcast? Adurah was like, I don't have anything to talk about. And I was like, you do. Because no one can be working as hard as you are and not, come from something. Like, have something that's fueling them. You know what I mean? It's unique. People are so lazy. People are so unmotivated. People are so willing to give up so easily when things don't go their way. Oh, no. I've seen it too much. So when someone is like pushing, trying, I really try to tap in and see what's going on here. There's something special going on here. And I knew like it was happening with you too. And this is what builds people. This is what makes the stars. This is what holds people's legacies. I think you're onto something. I really do. And I'm happy to be a part of this story.
Thank you. I'm definitely glad.
Thank you.
I did this though, because it's also like reassuring for me also. Yeah, man. I hope people take this. People are inspired, because when we look back in 5 years,
I promise you.
Aduragbemi don't blow. Podcast don't blow. I'm telling you right now, man. When we look back, I'm going to look back at this. I'm going to post it again. I'm telling you. It's going to be very different. 5 years is even long. 3 years. I'm telling you right now.
Thank you, Adurah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.